Hey everyone, I'm Evgeny and we are checking out Windsurf from Codium today. So what is it? Why does it claim to be the next big thing in development area? And the real question, is it really so great to change the way we code? So let's speak a bit of marketing. Windsurf isn't just another IDE with some AI features thrown in. It's built entirely around them. Think of it like a coding buddy that learns your style, guesses what you need, and helps you code faster and better. It doesn't just autocomplete your lines, it can brainstorm ideas, clean up messy code, and even help with team collaboration. It's like having a coding partner who's not just smart but gets smarter as you go. And now, you're probably thinking, well, that sounds like every other tool out there, right? Well, today we are putting that to the test. So let's take a good look at Windsurf and see how its AI agents really perform. Does it deliver or is it just another promise? Let's find out.
To do this well, Cascade needs to rip through all the code.
How did you get Windsurf? It's pretty easy. You go to Codium website and there you go to list of products and pick the first one, Windsurf Editor. And then it's pretty straightforward. You click on download and select the best option available for you, like Mac, Linux or Windows. And here you are, you have it. So with Windsurf, they announced that it's fully backed up by AI agents, fully autonomous AI agents, which means this is a new generation of editors. And the way you communicate with the system, you just ask, you just give the very high level tasks and the AI agent would understand all your intention and create something for you. So it's very easy. You just type something, for example, create me a game, or for example, build a crypto project or something, then the Windsurf takes care of the rest. So let's give it a try and see how it goes. So I'm going to give a task, create a web app game Tetris, and make it attractive. And let's measure how much time does it take to generate the full application from this very short description. So I'm preparing my stopwatch and I'm pressing enter and pressing start at the same time. Alright, it says that the game is ready and it took 1 minute 33 seconds just from the scratch create based on my very raw explanation that I just would like to see the game Tetris and make it attractive. Let's accept all the changes. And here we can see that 3 files were generated. It's index.html, style, CSS, and Tetris JavaScript. And it's pretty much code here. So let's give it a try and see what the first version. Alright, we can see that there is a UI, basic one, we have start game, pause, we have different actions like move, rotate, soft drop, space for hard drop, and you can pause it and, well, somehow something is wrong here. So what I don't like, the reaction on the keys is somehow very slow, like it took last time, like, I don't know, and start game doesn't work, right? You can pause it and start new game. Okay, doesn't work. All right, let's make some changes. Let me try to make it bigger. Okay, this should be better, right? All right, it says it performs some improvements. Let's take a look. Well, now it's better, but the speed, it's like very fast now. And it's even hard to position elements. Okay, and if I click on pause, it paused, and then it goes again, and start game still doesn't work. Okay. All right, let's check it. Well, it's still hard to position different figures here because the movement is too fast for me. Start game doesn't work still. And see what's really interesting, like I'm only explaining, just in general, I'm not providing any log details, any screenshots, I'm only explaining the problem, and then it says, okay, I'll fix the issue. Like, for me, it's a really question, like, if you know that the issue is here, why did you do it in the first place, right? Why didn't you do it in the correct way from the beginning? Okay, let's see. Let's start new game, okay. This one was improved. Okay. Okay, now next figure is somehow being replaced, right? Because now we have this one, but if I drop it, it's replaced by something else. And start game doesn't work. Oh, and again, see, it sees the issue. That's really amazing, right? Like, for me, it looks like it left the problem here just to have a chance to fix it and to show how clever the tool is. All right, let's accept everything and refresh it again. No, it's even worse. See this? All right, and new game, okay. I know the problem. I know the problem because what happens, see, this time it works, right? Because what happens when I click on the start new game, then I have the focus on this button, and when I press space for hard drop, it happens, I'm just clicking on the start game button again and again and again and again. And this is wrong, right? We need to fix that again. And also see, like, this is the problem. Okay, I'm not doing any coding here. I'm just controlling the process, but then you need to decide which hat you're wearing, because I made, I don't know, a manager for this machine AI agent who is doing all the real stuff, or I'm a QA assistant, kind of. So I'm checking everything. And another thing which I don't like at all, the way how it's been rewriting everything all the time, because this means that, okay, you found the problem, but you're not fixing this problem, you're just rewriting most of the code just to make it better. But for me, that means I have to test everything again, right? And that's very big task. Okay. No. Okay, now it's better. See this? I was never good at Tetris. But what I wanted to show you, okay, we need to add another maybe graphical effect when the rows cleaned. Pause. When I'm clicking on pause, like it's replacing the item. See, it's like it took 1.5 minutes in general to create something, but then you spent quite a lot of time just testing everything. And this is the problem because, okay, let me should write the task. So this is the problem because every time like you have a lot of bugs, kind of, it's something is working, it looks like legit good, like okay, it's a real Tetris, it's 1.5 minutes, and then you can see something really working, kind of, right? But at the same time, it's full of bugs, like this is not working, that one is wrong, and then you're kind of fixing all this stuff all the time, and then every time you fix, the most of the code is being rewritten, and then you have to test it again and find something else, and again and again and again. And so you have this kind of very long session. Okay, you're not doing coding, you're entertaining, you can say it this way. Just to illustrate this idea, it's like you have an amazing tool and the promise is here. So you give it a try to create something, and it does create. It looks like what you wanted. It feels like what you were thinking of. The whole impression you have, wow, this is exactly it. But the reality is a bit different.
What the hell is that?
That's a 2015 Tartan Prancer. It's the Honda of Albania. Let's hit the road.
Anyway, I mean, just imagine this is a real world application, and every single fix you're changing half of your code base just because AI agent thinks, okay, it's a better idea to do it different way. Like we all have such colleagues in the work, right? And we really hate that kind of behavior. Now we have it from the computer. That's really nice. So let's pause. Okay, see the improvement here. It's now paused, and if I click it again, okay, continue. That's nice. And start new game. Still working. That's really amazing. Something is still working, right? Because I'm not sure. I don't have real true belief in that. Okay, let's do the next thing. Okay, but also it's interesting, like maybe it's different when you're working on your own code and when you let Windsurf to help you. But when you start a new project like this one, I really don't care about the quality of the code. I don't care what's inside. I'm just agreeing on everything the machine is doing. Like I'm accepting. I don't want to review the code. Like it's really, I don't know. I feel like I'm really a viewer here and just like a presentation, and I'm not interested in the details. Maybe it's not a good idea. Okay, let's see how it looks like. All right, that's good. Have you seen it? So this is what I wanted to show you. And anyway, see how it was easy to create something very from the scratch, just giving a very raw explanation what you want to see. And maybe the last thing. See, I found a bug, right? I found another bug. It's full of bugs, unfortunately. Oh man. There is nothing here, right? No problems, no errors. Log is clear. and again see like, okay, I'll fix the game over detection to properly stop the game. Oh. It's kind of, it generated for me an empty HTML, and now we are trying to build a proper system. It's really interesting experience for me. Multiple game over checks, edit properly game over text, final score, improve the piece creation, and a lot of different things like which could have been done from the beginning. Okay, let's give it another try. All right, now it's better, much better. Anyway, I think that was it. Very short example how to work with this Windsurf editor. And for me, it's a really new experience because it's fully it's fully autonomous AI agent, meaning that there is a lot of flexibility here, and it decides on its own how to process this or that. Like, for example, the UI, how it looks like, it was totally up to this agent, and you don't have control over that, and it might be a good thing, might be a bad one. But anyway, this is the first look at Windsurf Editor, and we will see how it goes in the future. And maybe another thing which I'm curious about, like if I open JavaScript file, it's a lot of code already, and I don't know how good it's structured, but I'm just wondering if tomorrow we don't have this AI agent anymore, or it's broken or something, then this is become my problem, right? To support all this stuff. And I'm not sure, like with the way how it's working here, like every single change, it's rewriting a lot of stuff all the time. Like what's the architecture of this? Well, it's an open question for me as well. So after testing Windsurf, here's what I think. I was really impressed by how creative and independent AI is. It can come up with different ideas and handle tasks on its own, and you finally get this feeling of how future of development can look like. So it's really amazing to watch. But it's not perfect. Sometimes a small change can lead to the whole app being rewritten, and this means that you have to retest everything, and it feels like starting over and over again with every single change. And just imagine if one day this AI agent stops working, then all this generated code will be your problem, and then you will be stuck just trying to maintain it. And that's really not fun stuff, believe me. So what's the bottom line, in my opinion? Well, Windsurf has a lot of potential. It's great for trying out ideas, but I think it's not quite ready for serious real-world projects yet. And that said, I'm really excited to see how it improves in the future. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.